What's going on, guys? Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. This is Ontarian Hawkins. I am the passive income guru. Just want to give you guys a quick update of the USD JPY pair that I talked about a few days ago. What I did was actually a couple of days ago, I talked about how where I believe the market was going to go. Okay. And guess what? It did actually what I said it was going to do. When it comes to trading, guys, and let me just say this, I'm not a master trader. I am still learning the game. Okay. Even though I know some basics of trading. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to know everything about everything when it comes to trading. Everyone has their own strategy. Everyone will have their own way of doing it. But there are certain aspects to this game that you want to pay attention to. First of all, there is a term in trading called the trend is your friend. All right. The trend is your friend. There are some more terms called support and resistance. So me as a trader, I like to trade off of support and resistance, and I like to trade off of trend lines. OK, that is my style. Your style may be trading off of Fibonacci. Your style may be trading off of divergence. It doesn't matter. Whatever your style is, in the end, it's going to fit how you're going to be successful with this. So here's what I want to show you. Again, I like trend trading, and sometimes I like to catch pullbacks or retracements. So check this out. This is the daily chart. This is the daily chart, as you can see, for USD JPY. Now, what does that mean? What does the daily chart mean? That means each candle you see here, okay, each candle stands for one day. This is one day. This is one day. This is one day, etc., etc. So each candle is one day. And the higher the time frame, the more accurate, or let me just say this. let me put my terms right. The more probable the trade, the more pips you can gain in the trade when you're at a higher time frame. Okay, so you can place a trade on the day chart and walk away for a couple of days and come back and be in great profit. That's very, very possible, and a lot of people do that. Another term for a day trade, or this particular chart, is called swing trading. So those who trade off of the day chart, the weekly chart, are swing traders. Okay. Now check this out. I want you to see what I see here. You see, I drew some trend lines here. You see this? Okay. Let me kind of zoom out a little bit more so you guys can see this. So what I did, I drew a trend line. Remember, I like trend trading. I like taking trades off the trend. Okay. So you see here, I drew a trend line. That means the market was going up. Okay. Now I drew another trend line here in prediction. Well, not prediction, but it is the market had went down. You see this downtrend right here? So I drew a trend line from here to here, okay, from wick to wick. Okay, that's where price started to go down. Start at the start right here. Price started to go down, and here we are right here with this, okay? With the price is still going down. Now, we have something significant going on right here now. You see this zone right here? You see where price came up, came down. Price came up, hit this point again, came down. Price came up, wicked out right here, but came down. This is what I would call a zone of resistance. Okay, this is what I call a zone of resistance. So price came all the way down. All right. And then you got some support right here. And then it shot back up, came down. All right. Came back up. Now it hit this trend line again. Okay. So this trend line acts as also a support zone. So it hit it once, It hit it a few more times right here, actually a couple times right here, bounced up. And now this trend line, it hit this trend line. And look what it did. This is the daily chart now, very, very accurate chart. Look what it did. It formed like a hammer and it rejected, okay? This is a trader's dream right here when that happens. When it hits this, it rejected and it started to come down, okay? Now, I'm actually in this trade. And remember, a couple of days ago, I showed you how this was forming. If you go back to my last video, this right here, this little hammer deal right here, this little hammer candle was forming, and then this was forming too. And because of the rejection off of this trend line. Now, we're on the daily chart. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Okay, the 4-hour chart, all we're doing is kind of zooming in on what the daily chart was saying. Okay, so I like what we see here. It broke down. You see this little squiggly line right here? This is a moving average. Okay, it kind of also acts like a trend line in a way. So price broke down, retest, and then broke down. So I know I can see that this price is probably going to continue down, probably until it gets to this stronger MA right here, and it may bounce back up. So here's what's probably going to happen. Price is going to continue down. Again, this is 4-hour chart. Okay, this is the 4-hour chart. Price is probably going to continue down. It's probably going to hit this MA, okay, and bounce back up to the area of resistance, okay? Or price can come down, break this strong MA, retest it, and come down to this area of support. That will be even a sweeter trade, okay? Because again, we are on a nice higher time frame. Now, for all you scalpers, if you like to scalp the market, let's go to the 15-minute chart. 15-minute, 5-minute chart are mainly for scalpers. So let's get this out of here, okay? So as we can see here, price is below this strong MA. How do we know price is going down? Because the MA is red, okay? And it's also below this smaller MA is red, so price is going down. Now, what price can do here is continue down, and it can hit these Bollinger Bands and bounce up. But we know from our prediction on the daily chart, and let's go to the hour chart. Let's get a better view. You see how far we have to go? You see this right here? You see how price is consolidating right here? Coming up, right? And then it bounces off that MA, boom. Now it's on a downtrend. And look at all this space we got. If price continues down, look at all this space on the hour chart, all those pips that you can catch. Again, if you want a better way of seeing this, you want to go to the higher time frames, like the daily time. The daily time frame is probably the better one. Now, if you want to take your trades even higher, if you want to go even weeks of trading, look at this. This is the weekly chart. Okay, this is the weekly chart right here. So you see, I got my trend lines right here. Right? I got the trend. The trend is right here. Trend is your friend. We're looking, okay, on a weekly. We see this cross. Now, this is usually what happens when you see this is we're predicting or looking for a reversal, which we already saw on the daily chart. Okay, we saw price already starting to go down. So you can look at these higher time frames like the weekly, like the daily, and you can actually get in on the trade at a lower time frame. Okay, so this is a great prediction too. If I'm looking at the weekly, I would like for price to come down here, break this trend line. All right. That's really going to get me excited. Break this trend line, retest the trend line, and boom, come down. Okay. The other scenario is it comes down to the trend line, hits the trend line, bounces off, and goes back up to the area of resistance. Okay. So those are your options. Your options is this. Let me go back to the daily so you can see the candles in play. Here's your options. Again, I want to give a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I am not a master trader. I am still learning this game. But if you follow certain rules, guys, everything else comes into play very, very nicely. Okay. Again, I can't guarantee you profits, any of that stuff. I'm just predicting. Okay. According to my parameters and what I've drawn here and what I've showed you. So price, again, let's walk this out one more time. We got a trend line. We got a downtrend on the daily chart. Okay. So what I did, I drew a trend line showing you that. And then price came down here and went up. Okay. And I drew a trend line for that. Now we see price hit here. Okay, price went way under. This was a huge sale right here. I mean, a huge dive, a huge bearish run right here. Price hit right here, bounced up, hit again, boom. Bounced up again. Now I hit this trend line up here, which is our resistance, formed a little hammer, and now it rejected it, and now it's coming down, guys. So the prediction is on the daily, from the daily chart, is price will come here at this MA, bounce up, okay, or break out. Price will come down at this second MA, bounce up, okay, break out, or get rejected and bounce down again. Or price will come down and break both of these MAs, come down to this particular trend line, okay, which acts as a support, bounce up, hit one of the MAs, and bounce back down and may break it. Those are some predictions. But right now, we're looks like we are in a sale, guys. And again, these candles are daily. If we go down to let's go to the 2-hour chart. Let's go to 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart shows something very, very nicely. It shows price breaking this strong MA right here, coming down. You see that? Coming down, retesting. All right, coming down, retesting, and then boom. So from what I see on the daily, the 2-hour, the 1-hour, etc., price is probably going to continue down, and that's what we want to see. Okay, so guys, again, thank you for tuning in. I am not a financial advisor, but I am going to master this skill of trading going into 2020. I will be a master trader in 2020, and I will be traveling the world. My wife and I, we will be traveling the world teaching this skill. You can actually join us. You can actually join us to learn this skill, because Forex trading, guys, is something that once you learn it, no one can take it from you. You can take this anywhere in the world that you want to. You know, you can pay yourself without having all the other components. You know, like marketing and building sales funnels and things like that. Just as a skill, it's kind of like you're going to school again. You're going to college again to learn something that can pay you for a lifetime, and that is one of the reasons that I got into Forex, guys, was, I know a lot of people out there, they just don't want anything to do with marketing or sales funnels, autoresponders. This is probably the best, if not the best way to make passive income, guys. And not only that, have your money work for you, compound your money in the long run, guys. And just think about it. If you're bringing in $1 to $2 3% per day on your money, you're doing something called beating the banks. Okay. Your bank, you probably got money in your bank right now that's not paying you a single dime. But guess what? Those same banks are trading your money. Okay. They understand trading. They do it all the time. So why not beat the banks, learn this skill, grow your money 1%. I don't care if it's a 0.5% a day, is better than your money just sitting there in the bank. And over time, what's going to happen is you're going to compound your earnings. And then, as you learn the skill, you can pass this skill down to your family, create a legacy that can never and will never go away. All right. So again, guys, with our team, we're going to educate you. We're going to give you some tools that's going to make trading a lot easier, a lot more fun. Okay. And we're going to give you certain things, some other things that I can't talk about that's going to make your trading life very, very, very easy. Okay. Why? So how would you like to earn while you learn trading? That's the type of value that we bring or will bring to you if you decide to join us. So if you want to learn this skill, which can pay you for a lifetime, inbox me. Okay. Let's get you started. 2020 has to be your year. 2020 is your year. You got to believe that. If you're going to do the same things you did in 2019 without the results you wanted to see, that's called insanity. Get yourself with people who can show you something that you've never seen before. That's what's going to change your life. I partnered with a millionaire who's made millions in this industry, guys. And I tell you what, if you partner with someone like that, you will start to see some dramatic changes in your life. Okay. So that's my time. Again, get with me. Let's get you started. Or you can go ahead and check out my website, tradewithontarian.com. That's tradewithontarian.com, or simply just inbox me and we'll get with you. Okay. This same video is going to go on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, the video to check everything out is going to be below. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. God bless. Talk to you soon.